Hey, it's Emily Williams, the founder of I Heart My Life and your host of the I Heart My Life show. This is episode 181, How to Decide on a Niche in Your New Coaching Business, a real-life coaching session with Amy Bett. So Amy is an incredible business coach, and she's a member of our I Heart coaching program. She's about 5 months into the 6-month program, and she's already working with paying clients. She's seen so much success quickly that now she's thinking about the next level. And she's wondering whether to get more specific in terms of her niche and the clients that she works with, as well as how she can bring in more revenue. So today we're going to talk a bit more about what she wants to do when it comes to getting more specific with her clients, who she wants to work with, and how she can make more money. So if you're interested in any of those topics, this episode is for you. We're going to help you understand how you actually identify what niche you should focus on in your coaching business, how to decide on a price point in terms of what it is that you're selling, and of course, how to increase your revenue. So let's dive in. This episode is sponsored by our Business Intensive for New Coaches, happening over a 2-day period from March 17th to 18th, 2021. This is your chance to learn the exact steps to take to start and grow your own online coaching business this year. Me, as well as my whole team of coaches, are going to be there for you the entire 2 days to support you in understanding what it really takes to grow your online coaching business. We're going to help you uncover the mindset that you need to start your business. We're going to help you identify who you want to work with and how you can best serve those clients with your current skill sets. We're going to help you uncover the top high-performance habits for new and aspiring coaches. You're going to learn how to design your first or next coaching offer. You're going to discover the top marketing strategies that are working in the online space right now. And we're going to go deeper with sales strategy and help you move past any of the money blocks that you're currently experiencing. So as you see, we are covering everything when it comes to new coaches and their success. So if you go to bit.ly, IHML coach, you'll see everything that you need. And you can register as an I Heart My Life show insider by using the podcast code INSIDER on this page, and you're going to get a $23 ticket. Tickets are normally $97, but for all of our listeners, you get a ticket for the 2-day event for only $23 when you use the promo code INSIDER. If you can't find this information, you can definitely look on our blog. We have everything linked in the show notes, or you can email us at info@iheartmylife.com. Regardless, you are going to want to be in this room. Everything is virtual. You can do it from anywhere in the world, and you'll get to meet amazing community members as well and feel an energetic shift just by being in this virtual space with all these incredible women and a whole team of personal coaches. So go to bit.ly, IHML coach, and get your ticket today. Welcome, Amy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to have you on the show.
Thank you, Emily. I feel very privileged that I get the opportunity to speak to you today.
Love it. So tell me, what can I support you with today?
So as you know, I've been working through the I Heart My Life coaching program for getting close to 6 months now. And it's been absolutely transformational for my life. It's really helped me to create a coaching business that I'm so proud of. And I feel as though I'm really in my element now with my offering. And I feel as though my program can really help people. But it's so interesting when you start working with your first clients that I've really been able to feel and identify that their biggest pain point is that they haven't got a cash management system set up in their business to help them to thrive. This is something that I went through personally when I had my previous business in corporate event management. We had so much, not so much, but we had a lot of money coming into the business, and we just really didn't know how to separate our finances so that we were always ahead with our taxes. And we always prioritize paying our wages, of course, to our staff members. But it was just a real mess. And I can see this for my clients. And so I've decided really excitingly to become certified as a profit first professional, which is a method that I have implemented in my own business. But now, I guess, with teaching this method to my clients, I really need to figure out whether I need to really niche it down further. So right now, my focus is on female entrepreneurs and helping them to really redesign their business so it supports their ultimate lifestyle goals and to create more income that way. But I'm actually and I imagined it would always be service-based businesses. But right now it's interesting. All of my first clients are product-based businesses, which I love working with them, and I don't find it to be an issue. But I guess my question is, I'd love some help into really understanding if I have to niche it down further and just support, I guess, that one area, or how I should think to go about it.
So when you say that you help people redesign their business, what does that mean?
So what that means is really looking deeply into what they want as a business owner for their life. So thinking about their long-term goals and the vision that they have for their lifestyle, so themselves, with their families, and then also within their business. But if I kind of can break it down even further, it's like if they think about their year, how much time off do they want during their year? So for me, for example, it's really important for me to have a week off every school holidays with my children so I can be at home with them, and then 3 weeks off over summer. So I really have been helping my clients to restructure their businesses so that they can take that time off, or at least take the pressure off, and so that they're only doing minimal work at those times, and really identify the business systems that are the areas of their business that are really moving the needle for them for the income, and to refocus so that they're not wasting energy on business processes and areas that don't work.
Great. Okay. And so what would you say are the ultimate goals? Let's pick 3 that you have for your clients once they finish working with you.
Sure. So I really want to help them to have a strong, resilient mindset, and to really help them to tune into their money mindset, especially because originally I was only going to focus on money mindset and obviously the business systems. But now I really feel as though for me, it's helping them to have the tangible cash management system, really hone in on their money mindset, and then obviously their mindset to focus in on, how do I say it properly? So that they can, at the end of the 3 months that we're working together, they've got a clear focus in their business. They know that they can take time off, and they're really loving the lifestyle that they have created alongside their business.
Okay. Got it. So mindset, and then systems and structures, and then the cash management piece.
Yes.
Okay. So how would it feel for you to just focus on the cash management piece?
It's funny. I feel like it would feel good, because I could talk about it all day, and I know that it would really, really help people. So yes, that would feel really good. I feel as though the cash management system is really important, but you're also the combination of a strong cash management system and that money mindset, I feel makes someone unstoppable.
Okay. And then what about these systems and structures? Do you feel passionate about that?
Not so much. I mean, I think it's really important, but I understand I could most likely really help people with these 2 areas.
Okay. And so if we remove any sort of fear or judgment, and we assume that whatever you do will be super successful, what would you include in your ideal 90-day program? So
I would include the cash management system, the profit first system, money mindset. And I guess to really bring it all together would be, at the very beginning, helping them to get really clear on their desires and their goals for their business, so that they set it up so that their cash management system and the money mindset really drives them towards their ultimate goals.
Okay. And if you got to work with your ideal client, what stage of business would they be at?
They'd be already in their business. They'd have an established business, but they would be really feeling the stretch of their finances. So they'd be in, I guess, the established business, but early to medium stages.
Great. Okay. And so this is what we want to get clear on. We want to get clear on who you're speaking to and what it is that you're selling. And I think it's really powerful that you're helping them figure out their finances, figure out how to make sure that they have money for taxes, still be able to take time off, pay themselves. And for anyone listening, Profit First was developed by Mike Michalowicz. There's a book on it. It's incredible. It basically is a system so that you pay yourself, you have profits in the business, you pay your taxes, and you pay your operating expenses. And so you would help them to really get organized in those areas. And I think that will be something that the next level entrepreneur is ready for, because in the beginning, when you're building a business, although it's important to know about this if you can, most people are just like, how do I get started? How do I get that first client? And so throwing systems and all those pieces into the mix can be quite overwhelming. So I agree with you that your person is further along. And I actually think that if you lead with the profit first stuff, you will get more traction, and you will naturally also talk about mindset along the way, because they'll need to understand, like, well, if I put money into savings, will I have enough money for team? And it is a mindset shift to be dividing things up into different accounts. So I think that you will bring that in naturally, but my gut instinct is actually that if you lead with, the cash systems and structures and making sure that they're organized in their finances and that they can create a lifestyle that provides them with freedom and financial security, that would be super attractive. How would that feel for you?
I love that so much. It sounds absolutely amazing. So to go one step further, do you think I then need to niche it even further into, say, just product-based businesses or service-based businesses, or the niche can be the profit first method and the cash management method?
Yeah, I think the niche is the profit first and cash management method. And I do think that there's an element of Mike Michalowicz's other book, Clockwork, in what you're doing here, because you said it's really important that your students and you be able to design your life around the business and not have the business run you. So I think naturally you will also evolve and potentially, and don't let me put words in your mouth, but this is my vision for you, potentially help people in a different way with streamlining the business, getting clear on what they really want, getting the business to run on its own. And maybe that's just a piece of it that you do at the very beginning with all the clients, where you're like, what is the actual goal of this company? How much do you want to be working? And then that will dictate the way that they kind of handle their finances and their money goals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see exactly what you're saying there. And I haven't read the Clockwork book, so I'm going to literally after this go and get it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, cool. Well, how does that feel for you?
That feels absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, because I felt as though I can really serve both product and service-based businesses. So to be able to really just niche it down to the cash management as a leading offering, that feels really, really good to me. It feels amazing.
Great. And do you feel that the 90-day container will give them the time that they need to do that?
I think so, yes. Yeah, definitely. I think above and beyond that, if they wanted to stay into a community, there could potentially be a membership where they stay in the community to have ongoing support and a community of people that are on the same path. But I feel as though you could certainly implement it within the 12 weeks and be up and running and feeling good.
Okay. So do you feel that it would be impactful for your company for you to have a next level program as well? After people go through the 90 days, like what would be the next step for them? Or is that not what you're looking to achieve?
No, definitely. So what I can see is the 90-day program as an individual program. I can see it as a group program. So people are working in together. Mm-hmm. The next stage, a mastermind, so that they're really looking to fully up level and go there, like really jump in and go that next mile and create incredible results, fully
Amazing.
Focused results.
Okay. So I think one of the angles that you can use here would be, what happens when people have a strong foundation? And this is the same for legal as well. When they have a strong financial foundation, it actually makes them feel much more taken care of, much more certain, much more confident. And so then you can go off and go to the next level. If your finances are all over the place, there's a subconscious, belief and fear around, well, if I make more money, that means it's going to be even more out of control. I'm not going to be able to manage it. So I think once they get that initial level 1 under their belt, then you could help them with scaling and with growing the team. And again, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but that's kind of the vision that I'm seeing for this.
Yeah, I can see that too. And really then just go all in with that mindset work and be a support for them to help them through every up level that they need to go through.
Yeah. So what I would kind of do if I were you is, let me ask a better question or a different question. Do you want to market yourself as somebody who, is a profit first coach with a focus on, financial systems and abundance, or however you say it? Or do you want to maintain the fact that you're a business strategist, but one of the main focuses that you help people with is the financial side?
Yes, the second one.
The
okay. Business strategist. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know that I will keep evolving, but I definitely know that they need to have the foundations, as you said, the cash management structure in their business first to be successful, or at least to alleviate all of the stress out of their life, or not all of it. You're never going to have no stress in business, but you're always going to have some challenges. But of course, it's going to help you feel really empowered to make educated choices for your business and to help that growth level.
Amazing. And so the ladies that are the people that you're currently working with in the product-based business, what are you finding that they're asking you? What are their main questions or concerns?
Their main questions are that they're feeling really overwhelmed by their finances. It's keeping them up at night. They're scared about when they're in Australia, we have quarterly BAS. So quarterly, we pay quarterly tax, and they're really scared about that tax day when they find out from their accountant how much they're going to have to pay, that they haven't put money aside, that they don't know how much money that they should be spending on product and reinvesting in the business versus paying a wage, and just getting those percentages right so that they're setting their business up successfully. They're just really kind of confused in all of those areas.
Oh, great. Okay. So do you feel obviously you'll be certified as a profit first facilitator, but do you feel like there's also a unique methodology that you create in your company or that you utilize with your students?
Yeah, definitely. So, first, I think, as you said, it's just getting really clear for them about what they want, because that really then determines how big they want their business to grow. So it's helping them to, I guess, going back to the lifestyle is, what do you vision your business to be? What do you vision your lifestyle to be? And then implementing those cash management systems and then helping them to really work towards those goals. So it's a mixture of both the cash management and the visioning. Love
it. So one of the things that I see sets coaches like you apart is having some sort of unique methodology, even if it's a 3-part, a 3-step process or something. So I would think, and you don't have to develop it today, but think about the current clients and kind of what is the process you're taking them through. Because when you're on a sales call, I can see that your work would lend itself really well to a slideshow or something. And I can send you an example where you're breaking down the methodology and the different components that you cover in the program, or maybe you have a membership or course or whatever. And it's very clear to people that this is unique to you, because I think that you bring so many different components to your work that will really help you stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, thank you. I can see that as well, in terms of being able to add in those different levels. I think I can start with the visioning and the goals and the desires, go into the cash management, and then have the piece from there of, okay, so how do you really put this to work to then get to your goals?
Amazing. So what else can I support you with?
So I guess just I'd love to utilize this opportunity to have a quick chat about money mindset. I know that you're very passionate about money mindset, and it's something that I've really transformed, especially since being in the iHeart coaching program. It's funny, just amazing things are happening to me all the time. And I know that it's because I've really put the work in this area. But I guess I have a question of, when you've already set the foundations of your money mindset, is there, or what what are the kind of top 2 or 3 things that I can make sure that are a non-negotiable in my day to make sure that I'm just always focusing and never dropping the ball with the money mindset work?
Yeah, great question. So, profit first is also really powerful in money mindset because it teaches you to pay attention to your finances. And so I really, I love it for that reason, because twice a month you're transferring, money to these different accounts, you know exactly what's happening. And that's one of the biggest pieces that people forget is they forget that money is a relationship. It likes to be paid attention to. And so they need to pay attention to it. So you're already doing that. So obviously keeping that moving forward, being consistent with that is really important. And then reminding yourself of your financial goals, just like you do with your clients. So what are the things that you want to implement in your life? Well, you said taking a week off during school holidays. What else would upgrade your life and be more in alignment with your desires that you're not currently doing?
So, I guess I'm at the starting stages of my business with coming out now, but I need to be now making consistent income every month within the business. And I've really done, because of iHeart Coaching, I've really got all of my goals and visions on my wall at home, and I'm looking to them all the time, and I can see them now starting to, that they're in progress, which is really exciting. I guess I'm seeing the work already manifesting. I guess there's that underlying fear of, how it always takes work. So I'm like, okay, so what do I need to be putting into my everyday rituals to make sure that I'm already focusing on it? So I am looking at my bank accounts and implementing the profit first method, which is amazing. I feel like I'm focusing on my money. I guess it could be, I do have this underlying fear that comes up every now and then of, I've got this amazing business now that I'm really confident in. Getting clients is the hard part. I've heard myself saying this a few times, and there must be an underlying belief there. Even though I'm not really finding that to be true, it must be something that I still need to work through.
Yeah. Do you know where that stems from?
I think it's from just an underlying fear of putting myself out there. Mm-hmm. But it's funny. And in the past, of like people paying me, like I'm like, I'll give it to you for free. I would just want to help you, if that makes sense. But so I feel as though the underlying fear could have been me actually charging people for the services to help them. And then so maybe it wasn't getting the clients is the hard part. It's getting the paying clients, which is the hard part. But I haven't found that to be the case, especially now because I'm so clear and focused, and I know that my program is transformational.
Yeah. So what's the most that you've made in your business in a month so far?
In this business, $5,000 in a month, but I have made a lot more in my previous business.
Okay. What was the amount in the previous business?
In 1 month, it would have been close to $50,000.
Amazing. Do you believe that you can do that in the coaching business?
Yes.
Okay. So what would it take for you to 10 times your revenue in the next month?
I believe it would be getting one certified in profit first, and then just going all in, obviously starting with the 90 days, but implementing that group program as soon as possible, because I feel as though this can be really taught in a group program setting and actually helpful because people would be able to bounce off each other when they're setting it up in their businesses.
Okay, great. So how much time would it take you to implement a group program?
I feel as though I could do it in a week because I know the steps. But sorry, in saying that, I still, for that area, would need, even though I can teach the profit first method now to a really good degree, I need to get the certification. So that part would be 3 months.
Okay. So let's think about the fastest, easiest, and most joyful way to 50K months for you. So in 90 days, you'll be certified. You can start the group program. You can be working on that behind the scenes now. So that's already taken care of. What could you literally do today to bring in 50K?
Oh, I guess it could be to just go all in on my individual group program. It wouldn't, I can recommend the profit first, but I wouldn't be able to, I guess, say I'm certified, But I could do that. I could go all in with the 90-day program for sure with my individual coaching.
For one-on-one?
For one-on-one.
Okay, great. And how much would you charge?
Well, I was charging $1,750 for 90 days, but I could put my price up.
To what?
To $3,500.
How does that feel?
Yeah, that feels good. I mean, 5,000 is my goal, like my, say, 6-month goal, but I think 3,500, I would feel comfortable that they would get results, and I feel like that would be a fair price.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to play with the numbers after this session, and there's no reason for you to wait 6 months to raise your prices to $5,000. So we don't need to, we can throw that one out the window. You can start at the $3,500 for sure, because I always, and you've heard me say this, I always want people to feel confident about the price point that they're at. I wouldn't want you to start at $5,000 or up it to $5,000 right now if that doesn't feel in alignment. But 3.5 should feel a bit like a stretch, does it?
Yeah, it feels doable. It feels like it feels authentic, like I can deliver. It feels like a bit of a stretch, but doable.
Okay. So let me ask another question. I'm just going to get my calculator out here. So let's say that you want to make, let's log in here. You want to make the $50,000. And I'm just going to do some quick math here. If you were to stick at the $3,500, that would mean that you would need 14 clients at that price point. Do you have capacity for that?
I do. I would generally, but I have just committed to go back to corporate for 2 days a week. So that would be a stretch in 3 days a week.
Right. And you have 3 children.
I have 3 children. Yeah.
Right. Let's not forget that. So say you took 2 clients at $3,500, and then from there you went up to $5,000. So that would be 43,000 divided by 5,000. So 8 more clients. So that would be a total of like 10 clients at any one time. I mean, that could be like your 90-day max would be 10 people. Would that be doable?
Yes, that would be doable.
Okay. But you could also raise your rates after the 5,000 as well. So when I was at the same stage, I went from 1,500 to 3,000, then 5,000, then 7,500, 12,000, 15,000 in a relatively short amount of time, like over the span of 6 months. So this is where you pay attention to your energy and to your confidence level. So once the 3,500 is like, you know what, I've totally got this. I've sold 1, I've sold 2, whatever it is, there's no, set timeline. Then I want you to go up to the 5,000 and so on and so forth, because you're going to need time to develop the group program. And I want you to really think like there are even people out there who will pay $10,000 for this, $15,000 for this, $20,000 for this. You are somebody who already had a business that was making $50,000 a month. Like, don't forget that. It might feel like this is new, but you're not new in business.
No, I'm not new in business. And it wasn't every month that I was making $50,000, but there were months that I did bring in $50,000.
Well, the reason I ask that is because we all have a capacity to receive. So you've already created that. And it's the same thing if you're making money in corporate, you just transfer it. So a lot of people think, well, how can I make money for myself? And that's a whole nother conversation, because that's a block that a lot of people have, but you have made money for yourself, the $50,000 months. And so we can apply that to this and allow it to be easy. Like, that's the point. So when you say you had a belief around, can I get paying clients? Well, you already are. So let's start focusing on the belief of clients come to me effortlessly. I'm charging, whatever amount it is that you want to say, and clients will pay that. Like I get paid premium for my coaching packages, whatever the mantras are that will help remind you that those $50,000 months are available for you.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. I feel really clear now of what I need to do and to move forward in this business. It's so exciting.
Awesome. And then you want to always remind yourself of the desire and, why it is that you're doing this. Like, we want to make sure that there's also a purpose for the $50,000 months, and we're not just pulling numbers out of thin air. And I know taking care of your family is important to you. Investing is important to you. So really get clear, what are those desires and what are the monetary amounts associated with the desires?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go back and redo the figures, but I know that I've got a passion for supporting women who have been in domestic violent relationships as well, and from a family of domestic violence. And so making that kind of money, I'd really be able to invest in some of those projects as well, which would be so exciting.
Love it. Awesome, Amy. Well, thank you so much for your questions and for your time. I'm so excited about your next steps.
Thank you, Emily. I'm so grateful for you.
We love working with you. So thank you for being a part of the community.
Thank you.
I hope you loved today's episode. This episode is super, super powerful, and it shows you what's possible in our iHeart Coaching program. So if you're a new and aspiring coach and want to work with us, check out our event. It's for brand new coaches, and it's happening March 17th and 18th. If you go to bit.ly IHML coach, you'll see all the information that you need. And if you're ready to move forward with iHeart Coaching, go to iHeartCoaching.com. That program is open twice a year. So if you want to start and grow your own online coaching business, that is definitely the program to invest in as soon as possible. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next episode of the iHeart My Life show. We hope you loved this episode. Thank you so much for being an avid listener of the iHeart My Life show. Take a second and leave a review. It would mean so much to us, and we read all of them. And for further inspiration and life and business tips about creating a life that you love and achieving massive success, definitely follow us at iHeartMyLife on Instagram and at iHeartMyLifeNow on Facebook. See you next time.